Let's talk about intubations, bestie, more specifically cuff pressure as it relates to endotracheal tubes, aka ET tubes. So prior to intubation, we must ensure that the cuff on the ET tube has no leaks. We do this by adding air to the cuff. In this case, I'm using a fancy 10cc syringe with a pressure gauge called a manometer. The science here is kind of identical to how you put air into your tires, and it spits out a number that you ensure matches with your factory settings. Easy enough though, right? So the cuff is a necessity for patient safety and adequate mechanical ventilation. The recommended cuff pressure is typically between 20 and 30 centimeters of water. If our pressure is too low, air can leak around the tube, reducing the effectiveness of mechanical ventilation. We also run the risk of aspiration, or it can potentially cause inadequate oxygenation. If our cuff pressure is too high, it can cause serious harm to the tracheal mucosa and cause tracheal stenosis or necrosis. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate exactly how we add air to the tube. I'm going to intentionally overinflate the cuff to show you how crazy it looks. So follow me here and give me just a second, because trying to do this with two hands and record at the same time is crazy. So here it is, overinflated. That's entirely too much air. So putting the manometer to use, what we're going to do is we're going to connect the syringe to the pilot balloon and remove air. So we remove it because look, right now I'm averaging about 93, 94. That's entirely too much air. So I'm going to draw back to get to an ideal standpoint. So I drew back and we're averaging about 33? Still too much. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that back. So I also am going to include a photo of the placement of the ET tube and what the cuff looks like inside the patient, as well as here, look how fluffy it is in comparison to what we had before. So don't overinflate after you intubate. Let's chat soon, bestie. Bye.